Stop everything right now. Put down what you are doing. Turn off the notifications and give me all your attention for the next few seconds. Because what I'm about to say could completely change the financial energy of your home. Did you make your bed this morning? If you did, I need to ask you, what day of the week is today? Because if you made your bed on one of those 2 specific days that I will reveal in this video, you just locked poverty inside your home. Literally. Sealed scarcity under the sheets. And it's not superstition. It's an ancient energetic law that the sages of Kabbalah have known for over 3,000 years. In the next 72 hours, this could block the flow of money that should be coming into your life. Opportunities that were on their way may simply divert away from you. And the worst part? You will think it's bad luck, that it's fate, when in fact, it was a simple, automatic gesture that you do every morning without thinking. My great-grandfather, Yaakov Stern, arrived in Brazil in 1931, fleeing persecution in Romania. He disembarked at the port of Santos with a cloth bag and the equivalent of 12 reais in his pocket. He didn't speak a word of Portuguese. He didn't know a living soul. 10 years later, he had a fabric store on José Paulino Street. 20 years later, 3 stores. When he passed away, he left behind properties, businesses, and a prosperous family. And you know what he used to say? Wealth doesn't start at work. It starts in the bedroom. It starts in bed. It starts with how you open your day. He knew this secret, and today I'm going to pass it on to you. But before continuing, do 2 things right now. First, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. In a few minutes, I will reveal what those 2 days are and what to do on each of them. Second, write in the comments, "I open my home to prosperity." This phrase acts as a Kavanah declaration, an intention. I will personally respond to the first 200 comments with guidance based on Kabbalah for your situation. Let's get started. In this video, you will discover 3 fundamental things. First, what are the 2 days of the week when making the bed can trap the energy of poverty inside your home, according to the wisdom of Kabbalah? Second, the spiritual explanation behind this, with the Hebrew terms that rabbis have been using for centuries. Third, what to do on those days instead of making the bed the traditional way, with a simple ritual that transforms your room into a channel of abundance. And at the end, I will share a powerful blessing of prosperity that you can repeat every morning. Think with me. How many times have you woken up, made the bed on autopilot, gone to work, and the whole day felt heavy? Money doesn't appear. Bills pile up. It feels like there's a gray cloud over your head that never goes away. How many times have you felt that no matter how much you work, no matter how much you strive, money comes in one door and goes out the other? What if I told you that part of this blockage may be linked to something as simple as the act of pulling the sheet and arranging the pillows on certain days of the week? This is not a coincidence. It has a name in Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, there is a concept called Shefa. In Hebrew, Shefa means flow, abundance, the spiritual energy that descends from above into your life. This flow needs open channels to reach you. It's like the water of a river. If you place a stone, the water diverts. If you place a dam, the water stops. Your room, according to the teachings of the Zohar, the sacred book of Kabbalah, is the most sensitive place in your house. It is where you rest, where your body regenerates, where your soul reconnects with the spiritual world during sleep. It is the Makom HaMenucha, the place of sacred rest. When you sleep, spiritual energies circulate. Some are from beracha, from blessing. Others are from klipot, from negative shells, spiritual residues. During the night, these energies settle in the sheets, in the pillows, in the mattress. And here comes the secret. On 2 specific days of the week, these negative energies are more intense. If you make your bed on those days before airing it out, before cleaning, you are literally covering the negativity, sealing poverty, locking the Ain Hara, the evil eye, inside your most intimate space. My great-grandfather Yaakov learned this from his father, Reb Shlomo, who was a scholar of Kabbalah in the city of Iași, Romania. Reb Shlomo always said, "The bed is an altar. Treat it as such." When Yaakov arrived in Brazil, he lived in a tiny room at the back of a warehouse in Brás. He had almost nothing, but he strictly followed 2 rules. Never make the bed on those 2 days before performing the ventilation ritual, and always thank the Eternal upon putting his feet on the ground. Do you know what happened? In 6 months, he had already saved enough to rent a commercial space. And he always attributed this to spiritual discipline, not just hard work. He would say, "Hard work gave me sweat. Spiritual discipline gave me parnasa." Parnasa, which in Hebrew means sustenance, divine provision. Now comes the revelation you were waiting for. The first day you should never make the bed automatically is Monday. Why? In Jewish tradition, Monday is governed by the energy of din, which means judgment, rigor. It is the day when the residual energies from the weekend become denser. The Zohar teaches that during Shabbat, Saturday, an additional soul, the Neshama Yeterah, visits us. When Shabbat ends, this soul departs, leaving an energetic void. On Monday, this void reaches its most critical point. If you make your bed on this day without ventilating first, you are sealing that very void within your space. And void attracts more void. Scarcity attracts scarcity. Let me tell you what happened to Fernanda from Belo Horizonte. Fernanda is a hairdresser, 43 years old, and a mother of 2. She was in debt of $23,000 on her credit card. She couldn't sleep properly and lived in anxiety. She watched a video like this and decided to change a simple habit. On Mondays, instead of making the bed quickly before leaving, she would open the bedroom window, let the air circulate for at least 20 minutes, and only then would she tidy the sheets. In 40 days, an old client appeared at the salon offering a partnership. In 3 months, the debt fell to $8,000. She sent me a message saying, "It seems like it unlocked." But wait until you hear about the second day. This one is even more important. The second day is Wednesday. In Kabbalah, Wednesday carries the energy of Gevura, which is strength, but also restriction. It is the day when the klipot, the shells of negativity, are most active in the home environment. According to the Talmud, Wednesday is a day of special attention for the home. If you make your bed on Wednesday without the correct ritual, it's like closing the lid of a pressure cooker full of negative steam. the pressure builds up, and eventually it bursts. And it bursts in your pocket, in your health, in your relationships. Carlos, a 51-year-old engineer from Curitiba, reached out to me in desperation. He had lost his job, his wife was sick, and the bills were piling up. He owed $47,000. I asked about his routine. He made his bed every day, religiously, at 6:15 in the morning, without opening a single window. When he started applying the ventilation ritual on Mondays and Wednesdays, within 21 days he received a call with a freelance job offer. In 2 months, he had already paid off $15,000 of the debt. He told me, "I thought it was nonsense. But when I saw the money start to circulate, I understood it wasn't about the bed. It was about the energy." Did you know that the Jewish people represent less than 0.2% of the world population, but are among the most prosperous on the planet? This is not by chance. It is practices like these, passed down from generation to generation, that make the difference. If you want to learn more secrets like these, I have prepared special material, the e-book, The 15 Laws of Jewish Prosperity. These are ancient strategies applied to modern life. The link is in the description and in the first pinned comment. And don't forget to support the channel with your like and subscription. Every like helps this message reach more people who need it. Now let's get to the most important part: what to do in practice. Write this down or take a screenshot, because these instructions can change the energy of your home in the next 72 hours. You will need your bedroom window and 20 minutes of patience. Step by step. First, upon waking up on Monday or Wednesday, do not make the bed immediately. Get up, put your feet on the floor, and say quietly, "Modeh ani lefanecha," which means, "I thank before you." This is the first prayer that Jews say upon waking. Second, open the bedroom window completely. If there is more than one, open them all. Third, pull the sheets and comforter to the side, exposing the mattress to the air. Leave it like that for at least 20 minutes. Fourth, while the room ventilates, say mentally or out loud, "May all residue of scarcity, all blockage, all heavy energy be carried away by the wind. May the Shefa, the abundance of the eternal, fill this space." Fifth, after 20 minutes, make the bed normally, with kavana, with intention. Each gesture, each fold of the sheet, done with the awareness that you are preparing a resting altar. Every night, before sleeping, for 7 consecutive days, you will need your pillow and 1 minute of silence. Step by step. First, sit on the bed. Hold the pillow in your hands for a few seconds. Second, say softly, "This is my place of rest and renewal. While I sleep, the Eternal works in my favor. Adonai Yireh, the Eternal will provide." Third, place the pillow down and lie down in peace. Do this for 7 consecutive nights. On the 7th day, pay attention. Something will change. It could be a call, an opportunity, unexpected money. Pay attention to the signs. Every Monday, set aside an amount, no matter how small, even $1, and put it in a dedicated box. While you do this, say, "I give first so that the flow may begin." The more I give with joy, the more the shefa returns to me. At the end of the month, donate what you have accumulated to someone in need. Donate with a light heart. This is called tzedakah, which in Hebrew means not just charity, it means justice. It is an act of cosmic justice. You give back to the universe so that the universe may give back to you. Before we finish, I need to alert you about something. In the coming days, your mind will try to sabotage you. Thoughts like, "This is nonsense. It won't work for me. I'm different. Nothing works for me," will come. These thoughts are normal. They are the ego resisting change. When they come, don't fight. Just recognize and say, "My ego is afraid of transformation. That's okay, but I choose to trust the process." Emunah, faith, is not the absence of doubt. It is the choice to act despite the doubt. And it may seem that nothing is happening in the first few days, but a lot is moving behind the scenes, in the spiritual world, in the invisible. It's like planting a seed. In the first few days, nothing appears on the surface, but underground, the root is growing. And suddenly, it sprouts. So don't give up on the third day. Complete the 7 days. Complete the 21 days. And tell me the result. When the 7 days pass, or when something happens before, come back here in the comments and write. You don't need to give intimate details. Write something simple. It worked. An opportunity appeared. Money started to circulate. Why does this matter? Because testimony generates faith. When someone reads that it worked for you, that person believes it can work for them too. This chain of emunah multiplies everyone's energy. Let's recap quickly. First, never make the bed on autopilot on Mondays and Wednesdays. Second, open the windows, ventilate the room for 20 minutes before making the bed. Third, do the pillow declaration for 7 consecutive nights. Fourth, practice the tzedakah of Monday. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You are already different. Most people give up halfway, but you persisted. This demonstrates bitachon, active trust in the eternal. Now I bless you. May the eternal, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, the blessed Holy One, open all the doors that were locked for you. Remove all obstacles from your financial path. Place before you opportunities you never imagined. Give you wisdom to recognize and courage to act. That within 7 days you see the hand of God clearly acting in your life. That prosperity, abundance, and parnasa find you wherever you are. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Eternal bless you and keep you. Ken yehi ratzon. May your will be done. Amen, amen, amen. Now do the following to seal everything. Leave a strong like on this video. This helps the algorithm show this message to more people who need it. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Soon, there will be more powerful content. Share this video with someone you love, because when you share light, you multiply the light that comes back to you. And write in the comments, "I open my home to prosperity." This declaration is already the first step. And stay tuned, because next week I will reveal the 5 words you should never say before going to bed. They are common words that most people use every night without knowing that they are destroying the flow of prosperity. You won't want to miss it. We are in this journey together. You will never walk alone again. Remember, the wealth you seek is also seeking you. Now it's time to trust, act, and receive. Gratitude for your presence. Gratitude for your faith. Gratitude for your openness. Shalom uvracha. Peace and blessing upon you and your home. Until the next video, and remember, you are already prosperous. You just forgot. Now you remember. So go and receive what is rightfully yours.